We're back, baby. Making another one of these Photoshop videos. I really enjoyed making the last one. I want to post again on Instagram, and I want to cut my hair. I woke up this morning and I was like, you know what, let's do it. I don't know. I always grow my hair out, then I cut it. Grow it all the way out, then cut it. I wanted to grow it out this time and do something fun with it, like dye it different colors and braid it and put beads in it and do something like super ugly, but I can't because of work. I'd love to look ugly and freaky and crazy. However, work will not allow it. And since I'm cutting my hair, I think it's an awesome opportunity to post on Instagram. I've been doing the duplicating myself, which is a cool, nice and easy Photoshop, but I think it will be an awesome opportunity to use that again, but with two different sets of myself. Rather than the same guy multiple times over, it's gonna be two different me's. That's why I'm gonna be using this mirror here. I'm gonna take some pictures now of me in this state, long hair, looking crazy, got my jewelry and skeleton, whatever. So then once I take pictures after cutting all my hair off and putting a suit on and dressing up, then I'm gonna mash those pictures together, and it's gonna be like, you can see the back of me right here with all the crazy hair, and then I'm looking into the mirror, and then it's the guy with the cut hair and looking good and clean and in a suit. Because there's two different types of me. There's the crazy dude, and there's the business dude who gets things done. And they're gonna be in this pose together. Pico and Nico, baby. All right, let's run it. We've got this here, and now I'm going to prep the area, all right, before taking any pictures, because I don't want all this in here, you know what I'm saying? It looks a little messy, so I'm gonna take it all and put it somewhere. All right, now everything's cleanish, and I've kind of moved some background stuff out of the way so that I just won't have to Photoshop it out. Now is time to just take a bunch of pictures, and once again, take an ample amount, just in case, because I can't retake these pictures after I cut my hair. Duh.
Took several pictures in many different positions showing many different expressions. The most important picture here is the very top left one. It's just a blank picture, which will make things much easier to Photoshop. Just throw some bodies on top of that empty space.
All right, now my mom got here and she took the pictures of me with my hair. It made it a lot easier because I didn't have to get up and take a picture every time I changed positions. Now we took a nice bit of pictures, I'm changing clothes, and we're gonna go get a haircut. Damn, I look good. I love this shirt.
So we have before, during, and after. I donated a mop to the barber shop.
It's finished. I don't know how I like it. I feel like it's too short. It'll grow out, right? I look like a thumb. Damn, I'm a whole new person.
And here are the after pictures. Now the camera is in about the same spot, but it did move a little bit. So there will be a little more work in Photoshop trying to make things fit correctly. All the same positions and expressions pretty much. I've now selected my few pictures that I'll like to work with. I'll have the finished piece of work in the bottom left as I work on the piece, This one here was the most difficult to make because the two people are actually touching. So I really have to line things up correctly. When I cut someone out, I actually always pretty much use the polygon lasso, which it's probably not the best, definitely the slowest, but I like doing it manually because I know I'm gonna get it right. I made the guy on the left be the short hair guy because I do have to cut him out. And as we learned in the last video, it's quite hard to cut out the frizzy hair from the background. Therefore, the frizzy haired guy is on the right. I chose to delete the right guy's hands and keep the left guy's hands because the right guy has a better seam here to work off of. I can just cut the hands off at the sleeve and I can fit the other hands in at that location. That was the best seam I could find to place them. And then just a little bit of detail work afterwards. Moving some mirror pieces around, covering up some pieces of my hand that were moved. And then I just used, I think it was the smudge tool to just kind of push that back in. It's a little sloppy, but it works. And then I just cut myself off to be behind the counter. This next one, much easier because the guys aren't touching. I just place the pictures on the blank background and blend them in with the soft eraser. Look at that. Real sloppy. But it works, baby. It works. And this one was the easiest. It's pretty much just half of the last one. Just blended one guy in to the blank background. And then since those were so easy, I decided to take it a step further. And I kind of tried to make a little animated version. I made a mask of the video to fit the mirror shape. Because the angle of the camera changed, I had to push back these edges to kind of get rid of one mirror. And then I just placed the other mirror in that spot. The lines of the mirror weren't consistent, so I had to get rid of one and fit the other in. Just plopped it right in with that mask. And then I did some little adjustments to the color because it seemed a bit yellow. Much better. I made a little mask of a color matte to kind of give the mirror a stroke, to give it like a drop shadow. Looks a bit more realistic. Not perfect, first time ever doing something like this, but I think it turned out all right. And here are the final products. I think they turned out pretty all right. Hope you enjoyed. That's gonna be 2 Instagram posts in a year. Wild.